Hello guys, Shepreneur here. I want to just document about opening my weight loss wellness clinic as a nurse practitioner. Right, so I've been in and out of YouTube, and this process has been a learning process, and I know I look up some YouTubes to start it, and I'm hoping what I learn and what I've you know, found out on my own can also help some other nurse practitioner. I mean, any other field that you're trying to start, venture out. Entrepreneurship is something that you have to enjoy doing. I mean, just loving it because it's work, but it has its own, how do I say it, its own reward, right? So yeah, I really want to document my clinic, opening my clinic for 2 months now as a nurse practitioner, family nurse practitioner, and I really want to encourage other nurse practitioners out there who want to do the same. If you're a nurse practitioner and you feel like, because it took me 5 years, right, without sidetracking, it took me 5 years to finally decide that I'm going to do this because I can, right? But I'll say if you are someone out there and you really want to start something for yourself, you just gotta step out in faith, right? I mean, plan. You don't want to start nothing without planning. Definitely plan, but you have to step out. So I want to document this, which is what I'm doing right now. So um, it's been a process, right, to get to this level. Been working as a nurse practitioner 5 years. Did different areas so I can gain as much experience. So I would not recommend. Again, we're all different in our experiences. Some of us work as registered nurses in the field that we eventually open a business for, so we may not need as much experience to start. And some of us are just really great at being entrepreneurs, so definitely run for it after you finish NP school or PA. I mean, we can all start something, and we all know there's a need, right? There's a need, so why not? So, but yes, 2 months in, I would say definitely if you're big on social media, definitely be out there, advertise as much as you can, as fast as you can. But still, it's different when you actually open that practice, right? It's very different. You can plan till forever until you actually open it. That's when it's like, okay, now it's real, and the changes that you make really make sense once you open. So I would say open, right? If you're someone who really wants to start your own thing as a nurse practitioner or any other field, so because I own another business, there's another business I do which I will talk on the same channel, because that's what shepreneur means. We're talking about business, owning businesses, because that's the only way to financially dependent, right? But let me get back on the clinic. So before opening, I thought about, well, should I do tele? It's kind of safe to be home and answer phone calls, and but I first got myself a job, right? I first got hired. I found a job as a home, working from home. I would say I didn't enjoy it as much. Hi Jolie. Thanks for thanks for watching. So I worked from home as a nurse practitioner. I really did not enjoy it because I mean at home it's home for me. I want to do home stuff, so I wasn't really a fan. Um, so that helped me to where I was able to decide if I want to do my clinic tele or have a location. And then another thing that guided me as far as if I wanted to do a clinic locate, I mean a brick and mortar or a tele, it's also because of the services I wanted to provide, right? Hi, Jose, hi. Um, knowing what I wanted to do as far as the kind of clientele I wanted, as far as my patients and everything, hi there, also guided me on if I wanted a clinic, a building for people to come into, right? So that's another thing. If you're a nurse practitioner and you want to open your own clinic, right? Those are the things you look at or consider before you decide if you're going to do a tele or one location. I am also not a fan of driving around, so I know people like the concierge services, driving to people's houses. I did some home visits. I did not enjoy it, so I did not think that's something I want to do long term on my own. So yes, that's how I was able to narrow down to a building. So as I do more lives, I'll talk more as far as finding the location and all that, right? But I am happy. I decided to do a building. Again, it's upfront cost, right? Don't get me wrong. That's why you have to plan, save money, and also be mindful that when you start, you might pay some rent for a couple of months without any patients, right? Because nobody knows you exist. But I'll say that's a good thing, right? That's a good thing because then it gives you time to get your protocols in line. You know, I know we all want the doors open and people running in, but I'll say when I opened on August 18th, so this is 2 months, right? Today is the 20th, so 2 months. My clinic is 2 months old. That's why I really want to document this because I want to see a year, 2 years from now how great I'll be doing because I think I'm going to be doing great. Very optimistic. So, but yeah, so being open has helped me to, look into my pricing, look into my consent forms, because yes, you need consent forms. Look into some policies of the state, based in Texas, getting all the things I need for the break rooms, because I found a place, because my plan is to grow and I don't want to move. So I was able to find a place that I can grow into. Not super big. Again, you have to know what it is you're going for, what you're, a year, 2 years, 3 years, what, sometimes you gotta just see stuff in advance as much as you can, right? But so far, it's been nice and slow. Um, as far as my weight loss, patients, but I was able to also secure a contract with seeing veterans, so that has been really good. So I'll say again, if you're gonna start your business, try to also sign up for like a 1099 contracting services. Those really help because you get patients sent by others to your space for certain services. So no, I don't go to the houses. They come to me, to my clinic. I give them my location. So I get some traffic with that while I'm figuring out my weight loss, wellness, hormone replacement, all that. Making sure I get all my accounts with all the different pharmacies together. And, that has really been very, very helpful in getting myself situated. So far, 2 months I've had, for my weight loss, I've had one, more like 2, 3 patients total, right? Sounds like nothing, but I'm very grateful, right? Because I've been open for a short time. Again, still trying to get a lot of things really situated. So I'm happy that I was able to get all three, whole three weight loss patients, right? But yeah, I'm seeing I see veterans, I see other people coming in and out for other services, so that has been really helpful. Um, but yes, that's it. I think for today, being the first live, and as far as owning my weight loss wellness clinic, it's been the greatest feeling, right? Just doing things at my own time, just feels great. When I see my patients, I see them for as long as I want, and just that feeling of having to really take care of people, not just rushing them in and out, feels great, right? Feels great because I know for the past 5 years working for different companies, and it's all about speed. I personally never enjoyed that. Some people love it. I mean, we're all different, right? Some people love that speed and in and out, and some people, sometimes you see patients, you're ready for them to be gone, but then other times you have some that you can feel in your spirit that you need to spend more time with them and just talk, because that's all sometimes some people need. But when you work for other people, which again, I don't blame them, right? You gotta make money. I'm not like bashing anyone, but personally, as a person, I sometimes didn't feel like I was doing what I went to school for, right? So owning my own clinic just gives me that peace. When I see even my veterans, when they come in, we spend time, we talk, it just feels good. You know, you would think sometimes when you make so much money, you'll be feeling so happy, but sometimes even the money don't cut it, right? So I am excited. I am loving it, owning my clinic. And I'm encouraging other nurse practitioners out there, who are scared to venture. Do it. I would say do it. Plan. Money is needed, yes. But do it. Start it on the site. You can start while you're working. If you're one of, just like me, who goes to work every day just spinning the wheel, not enjoying what you do, right? You want to provide better care. You want to take care of people and not feel like they're just numbers. Do your own, open your own space, and that way you can have that peace that comes with doing it right, right? At least that's just me. But yes, I'm into weight loss, wellness, and that's another aspect of its own that comes with people have different opinions about it. But I choose that because I was looking for something that can prevent instead of just putting a band-aid, right? But that will be another discussion for another day. Um, I'm glad you guys pop on here. Eta John, thank you for coming on here, for watching. Um, but yeah, I'm going to be doing a few lives here and there on YouTube and just talk about my journey opening the clinic and just sharing with you guys how growth has been and ups and downs. Hopefully somebody's blessed with the information that I put out there. And you guys also put your questions. If you have any questions, any curiosities, put it out there. Put it on here on the comment box. Comment, like, share. That typical YouTube. Um, no, those words, right? But really, the goal is for this to be used by someone someday, and that they might find something good out of it and benefit from it. That's the goal. Okay, so thank you all. But yes, you can open your clinic. I opened my clinic as a nurse practitioner. 2 months in, still thriving, and I know I see growth. I see so much work that has to be done, and I see so much growth. But such is life, right? We're just gonna work at it. Thank you all for watching, and see you all in my next video. Bye-bye. And how? I don't want to know that. Okay, guys. How do I stop this? All right. Ah.